Hello, everyone, and welcome to the University of Alabama at Birmingham's Graduate Admissions Made Easy live information session. My name is Justin, and I'll be your moderator for today's webcast. Before we begin, I'd like to touch base on a few logistic items real quick. This is being broadcast, so please ensure your speakers are not muted. If you're experiencing any technical difficulties, you can click on the help icon on the bottom toolbar to troubleshoot that. We will be doing a Q&A live at the end of the session, so any questions you may have, please type those into the Q&A box at the left side of your screen. You'll also be able to obtain a link of this recording for on-demand viewing, which will be emailed to you following the day. As you can see by today's agenda, we'll be discussing term overviews, admissions requirements for each of our programs. I'll run through the application checklist, discuss additional tips, and then answer any questions you have all during that live Q&A at the end. The programs we will be discussing today, as you can see, will be the Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Accounting, and the Masters of Science and Management Information Systems degrees. Real quick on a term overview, we do have 3 entry points throughout the year when you can start your program, so spring, summer, and fall. These are 15-week terms, and our courses are comprised of 7 weeks in length. For our spring and fall semesters, you will get a week off between those 2 classes. Be about 10 to 20 days off between each semester as well. Just a reminder here that our priority app deadline for our summer term is April 1st, so it's right around the corner. And now the admissions requirements for each of the individual programs. So the Masters of Accounting, or MAT program, we require a bachelor's degree in accounting from a regionally accredited institution earned within the last 5 years before enrollment, or completion of the internal bridge program. The GMAT score that we require is a 480, and that GMAT test is good for 5 years prior to enrollment as well. We have a waiver available for the Masters of Accounting program. It is for any student that graduated with an accounting degree from an AACSB accredited school. We will give the waiver for that. We will require official transcripts from all of your institutions, any junior colleges, including your universities that you attended. We recommend that you upload 2 letters of recommendation. They're not required, but they are good to have on your file for acceptance purposes. We do require a resume or a curriculum vitae, and then obviously the application fee that goes along with that. So all programs have different requirements. So the Management Information System one requires a bachelor's degree in an IT or information systems related field from a regionally accredited program. Again, the GPA is a 3.0 on a 4.0 scale. If you do not have that degree, you need to have a bachelor's degree in an area of study from a regionally accredited institution or another graduate degree. Completed our bridge program for the Management Information Systems program, or if you can submit evidence of work experience, typically 3 to 5 years or more, in the IT or IS field, or you have industry certifications, we can get you in that way as well. GMAT score of 480 or higher. Again, the waiver is available. Waiver is going to be based on years of experience in the IT field. Online application and application fee. A personal statement. The personal statement for this is going to be a lot of what you talk about with your admissions advisor. What are you looking to do in this field? What does your background look like? And why is UAB the fit that makes sense for you? That should be in your essay. And typically you'll do that on a Microsoft Word document and upload it attached to the application. We do require official transcripts, again, from all schools attended, and then a resume as well. And the last one, the MBA, the bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited institution. We need official transcripts from all schools attended. Resume detailing progressive professional work experience. 2 letters of recommendation are required from professional backgrounds. An online application fee, an essay, That deals, again, with why is an MBA the right fit for you and what you're looking to do with it. A GMAT score of 480 or higher. Now, there is a waiver available based on your work experience being progressive, so multiple years of work experience, more than 3 at least, with progression in their field, typically from entry level up to or including manager, supervisor positions. And then we do have a math thing that we do. If you have not completed your business pre-calculus course in the last 5 years, we will actually have you complete a quantitative preparatory assessment that you can work on while you're in your first class to meet that requirement. All right. Details about the programs. Go ahead over the next couple of slides and give you tips regarding the requirements, things along those lines. You'll see a link to the application here on your page. In that first page, they're going to ask you to select your program of choice. So you will have to actually select whether it be the Management Information Systems, the Masters of Accounting, or the MBA program. The app fee for the program is $70 for domestics, $85 for international students. And once you submit your application with your fee, it is locked. You can no longer make any edits or changes to it. So before submitting it, you want to make sure everything there is that needs to be there. Official transcripts from all previously attended institutions. This is a very good point. You must request all of them and have them sent over. Now, at the master's level, we will evaluate on unofficials, but you need to have your officials sent to us before the end of your first classes. As you can see, the date is listed there. If you have any questions on that, please reach out to your individual advisor. They have that date to give to you. And then if the school you went to sends electronics, which is much faster and much more convenient because it does give you a documentation of it arriving. If they ask for an email to send it to, it's gradschool@uab.edu. All right. Resume. One, with your resume, you can send it directly to your advisor, or you can upload it to your application. It's recommended that you at least send the initial one to your advisor so they can help you if it needs to be updated in any shape, way, or form. With each program looking at different things for the resume, it's always good to have a good idea, have somebody look through it for you. That way you know if there's any areas that you can beef up or change a little bit to make it a little bit more presentable. In this resume, the big thing we're looking for is your experience, project management, strategic decision-making, managing, developing teams, resource management. The industry you're in is a big part of it, how many years you've been in it, especially for the MSIS. If you're working in an IT field, you want to make sure that's highlighted on there. Even for the MBA, some areas are a little bit more looked at, engineering and things along those lines. So if you have that in your background, please make sure it's in there. Again, your own advisor can help you with this as well, and then make sure you're communicating with them about the skill set so they can help you to the best of their ability. Essays, personal statements. MBA, it's 500 to 1,000 words, and basically you're talking about your background and your education, your career decisions, professional development so far, and goals for the future, and how our program here at UAB and the MBA in general can help you achieve those goals. Again, work with your advisor. A lot of this information we'll discuss in your conversation with them so they can help you with some of the recall and how to best word it. The MSIS, Master of Science Management Information System, again, personal statement, they're a little bit more stringent on the one page, but they definitely want you to talk about your professional background, challenges you faced, and then why the MIS degree is a good fit for you. Again, reach out to your advisors. They can give you some tips on that as well. And then the Masters of Accounting does not require that. Letters of recommendation. The MBA does require them. It requires at least 2. One must be from professional background, professional boss, supervisor. If you don't have one of those, reach out to your advisor to see who's the next best thing. Both of them should probably come from your professional background, though. With the Masters of Accounting, letters of recommendation are not required, but can obviously be part of your final application. It can favorably affect prospects along the lines of getting accepted, as well as the MSIS. How it works on the application is you input the name and the email address of the person you would like to write the letter of recommendation. They will receive an email from the application site where they will click on a link, complete a short survey where they rate you in specific areas, and then they will have an opportunity to upload the letter of recommendation and submit it that way. Again, biggest thing, if you run into issues or you have questions, specific questions about your references, please reach out to your admissions advisor about that. All right, some important dates coming up. Summer term does start May 7th. The classes start. The application deadline is next Monday. You can get an extension if the application is submitted before next Monday, if we are waiting for transcripts or letter of recommendation, so don't hesitate to move forward with that. If you have interest in the summer, reach out to your advisor as soon as possible. And then you can see the link is there, and you should have received emails from your advisor at this point as well. All right. That's a general overview. Is there any questions I can start off with? So we have a couple in the box here. So we have one that deals with the bridge program. Not sure if we're talking about the bridge for the Masters of Accounting or the Masters of Management Information Systems, but the question is, are the bridge programs class credit-based? And they are credit-based. For the Masters of Accounting program, it is 8 courses. Each class is 3 credit hours that you complete. We do accept transfer credit into that, so if you have some background in that, but it's about 24 credit hours to complete for the bridge. For the Management Information Systems, it is 2 courses, about 6 total hours. And again, you want to reach out to your advisor and determine if you need that or not. Another one, I've submitted my application, but I did not submit my letters of recommendation because they were not required in the app. How do I get those uploaded? So great, if you've submitted your application in any way for anything you may have missed, don't hesitate to reach out to your actual advisor. And any documents you would like to submit, whether it be an essay, letters of recommendation, a resume, they can actually take those from you and have those submitted. We send them over to the grad school and they can upload them by hand. So reach out to your advisor, send the email, the letter of recommendations over to them, and they can have them uploaded for you. All right, great question. More questions. Again, the letter of recommendation, there's that one. How can I change my pacing? So to give an idea, typically our students are taking 2 classes a semester, 1 class for the first 7 weeks and another class for the last 7 weeks. If you are looking to change your pacing, you would reach out once you're in classes to your student advising team, and they can actually upload or set you up for additional coursework per semester. The biggest thing when deciding to increase your pacing is to understand the time commitment that it will be. But if you feel you have the ability, definitely reach out to your student advisor once you're in classes. One specifically about the MSIS program. I come from a non-IT background. Can I still pursue this program? And the answer is yes, very much so. With the non-IT background, as long as you meet the requirements of the GMAT, grade point average, you can absolutely start that program. You would just be required to take the 2 bridge classes at the beginning of your program. Those courses, bridge courses run in the summer and the fall. So if you're interested, please at this time, get in touch right away so we can get you into the summer term and get you started on those bridge courses right away. Great question, though. All right. It looks like we're at the end of the questions. We're going to leave it open for a couple more minutes. So if you have any questions, please type them in right now. Wait up for a couple more minutes and answer any more that might come in. All right. Dates, application, or classes for fall. So fall applications have opened up. The deadline, the priority deadline for the fall term is going to be June 30th. The final deadline is August 1st. Reach out again to your advisors to discuss that with them in detail. Classes would begin August 27th. It's the last Monday of August and run through basically December 15th to 16th for the finals and things along those lines. Question? The question did come in about tuition reimbursement. So I have tuition reimbursement available from my employer. Am I able to utilize that? And the answer is a resounding yes. With tuition reimbursement, each company and your company directly will have their own special requirements in terms of how they disperse the money to you as well as how you can qualify for it. We will work with you on any area along those lines. We've worked with students to get their schedule to them so they can submit it for approval. We've had other students whose companies will wish to be billed. We can set that up for you as well. It really comes down to what your company needs, so reach out to your advisors. After you talk to your HR, find out what you need, and then we can work with you on that. But we do utilize tuition reimbursement as a funding option for students in school. Another one, will this webinar be available to view after this session? Absolutely. So by the end of the day, you should receive an email with a link to it so you can watch it at your own pleasure. And then your advisor can actually email you out a copy as well, so if you want to reach out to your advisor. Both ways you can see it. So it looks like a question came through is, if I don't meet all the necessary admission requirements, am I still able to apply? The question of that is it depends. Some areas, GPA can be one of those areas where they are able to go a little bit lower than 3.0 depending on work experience. So if you've worked in the field for 5 to 10 years and your GPA when you were an undergrad didn't quite meet a 3.0, I would definitely recommend applying. To an extent, if you have a 2.1 GPA, you're probably not likely. But if you're at a 2.8 or 2.9 and you feel like with your experience it matches out, we do look at that as a opportunity for students. So again, absolutely. But again, reach out to your advisor. They will be able to give you more detailed information on your specific issues. Another one came through here. How do we know who our advisor is? Is that the person we've had phone contact with? Yes, so your student advisor is the person that you've talked to. Typically, you've probably had at least an initial conversation or maybe a full interview with that person. And Sharita, I know I've worked with you, so you can reach out to me. But I am the one that would be going through the details of this with you, or your advisor you've talked to at this point. So yes. Next, I'm in the bridge program next fall. Will my GPA for my bachelor's in business for my undergrad be combined with the bridge program GPA? It will. So when you get a final transcript, when you graduate from the bridge program, complete the bridge program, they will be listed as undergraduate coursework, and they will be entered into your cumulative GPA at the end of your program. It will be separate from your master's, but those are undergraduate coursework, so yes. All right, looks like we'll keep it open for a few more minutes. And if anybody else has any questions, please type those out now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude our webinar for today. I want to thank you all for joining us. As a reminder, the app deadline for the summer session is April 1st. Classes do start May 7th. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your advisor. Thank you all, and have a great rest of the day.